When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense comes onto the field first today. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force-feed him the football. He's going to have to play big in those games if they're going to keep winning. So keep an eye on this guy as a Heisman favorite because he's got that kind of ability.
The Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Hauls it in. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Hokies are marching down the field. To the air, it's Bitonio. Got his man on the outside. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hokies.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. So North Carolina's offense will take the field for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress the defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the...
Intercept and a turnover in their own territory. You know he would have loved to have tacked on a big return to that pick, but they've got it in the red zone at the 15. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking for the score. And he's got it. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wants to bring it back. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work.
It's very early in the college football season, but this coaching staff has to be very pleased by what they've seen from their quarterback. He's making real good decisions, and he's been accurate. That was his 100th completion early this year.
Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Bitonio. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it'll get them jacked up. It'll get them excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense. It's the special teams. But when they can get that QB throwing the ball down the field and create some balance, it's when they have their best teams.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. Give to the running back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
He'll return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. From midfield, looking for room. Can they catch him? Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Going to the running game. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Man, great job by this defense, being dialed in, being alert. Everybody in the building thinks it's a run. From the 1-yard line, 3rd down, surely they're going to be physical and run the football. They stay disciplined, cover the guy.
Touchdown, Hokies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
28, North Carolina, 0.
Out of the end zone. He'll go out of bounds at the 12, and not much doing on that kick return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch around the 50. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Back to pass, it's Bitonio. Got his man out of the backfield. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Well, they may have to give this guy a homestead exemption in the end zone. He spent so much time in there, and we're not even at halftime.
I've lost count. I don't know if that's probably on your stat sheet in front of you, but goodness gracious, that's at least 3 that I can remember. So he's having a heck of a day.
And he's going to try to return this one. And didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your... running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it,
and the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be brought down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw, it's Bitonio. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Got his man.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
13. And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Picked off to stop the threat. Bringing it back. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like another up.
Oh, he's got some space. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Dropping back, it's Bitonio. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, what a move to get room. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play...
Touchdown, Hokies! Fitted in the window for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the ground with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Hokies have it with a 1st and goal. They're going to run it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Might be changing the route. Back to pass. It's Bitonio. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. This dude is just running amok for the Hokies both through the air and on the ground.
He's just doing some serious damage. And whether it's running, whether it's throwing, this guy has been on point, making you think of some great names like Mike Vick back in the day that just electrified Virginia Tech fans.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
1st and goal, Virginia Tech.
Looking for a man. It's Bitonio. Big fella moving. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. 2nd and goal coming up. They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, Hokies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. His drive will open from the 15. Out of the gun to give to the back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Burgess. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. To the air, it's Toner. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. The Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. They finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Fires to the middle. It's complete. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
They'll go to the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Nothing wrong with a touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for a man. It's Toner using the quick game. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He'll try to take it back.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Hokies want to move quickly. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Snap in the shotgun. Touchdown, Hokies! Quick strike through the air for the score. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Wants to throw. It's Toner.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about.
Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
He'll start this drive firing. Got a man. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
It's caught.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Gonna swing it on second down. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. Back to throw. It's Toner. He's taking a deep shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 35. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A cuts a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Got him downfield. Flying down the left side. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Notre Dame has the lead currently, but it hasn't come easy for the Golden Domers. They're in a tight one right now. They're up by a field goal over Miami. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They've got the screen set up. Across the 25, he's got room. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Toner. Finds his tight end. And they're able to make the tackle.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
And the Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And as he throws, this has been a complete effort from this Hokie defense up front, making guys like Bruce Smith proud. Secondary playing like they've got a team full of Fullers back there. It has been, and the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
The Tar Heels need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Looking downfield on 1st down. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it along the sideline. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Bringing it out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Scanning the field, it's Toner. He wants a big play here late. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Looking for more room. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.